Hi guys, Luke here and welcome to another FIFA 20 video, and today guys we're doing an SBC analysis for the new Flashback SBC Ricardo Quaresma. He's only available actually for just under 3 days. He did get this flashback offer celebrating his 2007/08 season. I can't remember who he was playing for back then. I don't know if he was playing in like Portugal or something like that, but even so, he's got an 89 rated card and his stats look pretty damn impressive. Only one segment to complete his SBC, but first let's look at the card and some of his in-game stats. I mean, first of all, high-low work rate is absolutely superb. 5'9" for me as well is fine for a winger, and 5-star skill as well as 4-star weak foot is a very, very good sign. Also, a very good nation in Portugal. He does currently play as well in the Turkish league, which you can link him up to a couple of the SBC cards and obviously other Portuguese league players. But even so, it's not the easiest card in the world to actually fit into a team because obviously of his lack of a good league, basically. But even so, let's go on to his in-game stats. And that stamina rate is a massive put-off straight away. I had a feeling that he would lack in stamina, and he does big time. 80 stamina for a winger, especially at this stage of FIFA, isn't good whatsoever. I haven't said that. I mean, some of his other stats are superb, like his dribbling stats all around are pretty solid. I would like his reactions to be a little bit higher, but like his ball control, his dribbling, agility, composure is superb. Passing stats all around are fantastic. 99 curve, 99 crossing, great vision, long passing and short passing as well. Finishing stats are all superb apart from 79 finishing. I don't understand how you can have 95 volleys, 94 long shots, and like 94 shot power and only have 79 finishing. If your volleys happen to be very good, obviously you are a good finisher. So I don't really get why EA do that. Give like a card amazing volleys and only 79 finishing. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. His physical stats aren't too bad at 76 strength and 96 aggression, but that 80 stamina is a massive put-off, and therefore is one of the reasons why I won't be doing his SBC. But into his SBC we go. I believe it was an 85 score with one inform to complete his cards. It is an 85 score, and it's actually 2 informs, and also 1 Portuguese player and 75 chemistry needed. You also don't get any packs in return to lower the cost for the SBC. Already off of that, I don't recommend him. I mean, if we have a look at like other Portuguese right wingers, the only one that I can actually think of is Luis Figo as an icon. I can't really think of other ones off the top of my head. But yeah, already I'm kind of saying that he's probably not worth it. Obviously, as well, for the lack of like his league and stuff like that, that is also kind of a massive put-off. But we do go to special cards here quickly from Portugal. I just want to kind of have a look at some of the cards. You got Figo League, obviously got that SBC Bernardo Silva and stuff like that as well. If we go to right mid, you've got, I mean, Pete C, you got that Gelson Martin's card. That was a card that was you could literally earn for free, of course, from a season's progress a few months ago and stuff like that. And that's still a pretty decent card. Like, obviously, I think Quaresma's probably got a slightly better card. To be fair, in terms of actually right mid affordable players that are Portuguese, he actually isn't too bad, because obviously the Bernardo Silva SBC was a lot more expensive. I don't know if that's an SBC you can still do now. I don't think you can actually, and obviously Figo's icon cards are also really expensive. So actually, when you talk about right mids who are Portugal, he's actually not a bad card if you're building a full Portuguese team. I kind of understand in that way to actually go ahead and do his SBC. But looking at like other right mids though in general who are like 89 rated and stuff like that, there was that Kubo SBC from Mallorca, and he was only like 50k or something like that, and literally probably just as good as Quaresma. There's the Politano 89 rated card as well, who literally has in some stats, actually base stats, he doesn't have quite as good as stats, but he obviously have a lot better stamina. As you can see there, 98 stamina, just a much more better complete card, much more better finishing than Quaresma as well. So looking at that SBC, unless you're building like a full Portuguese team, I would then understand you doing the SBC, but if you're not doing that, then it's an SBC, in my opinion, like mainly for his lack of good finishing, and in particular his lack of stamina as well for a winger obviously isn't good. So in my opinion, this is an SBC that I probably wouldn't recommend doing. I don't think he's like terrible value for, well, to be fair, I think he is actually pretty poor value for money, for his poor league, to be honest, and for his lack in some stats. But anyway guys, hopefully you've enjoyed watching this video, and I'll see you guys later.